Well, I may be out on a sea cruise, but the race weekend recap will still be posted for this weekend. And to start off, we have a doubleheader Saturday with the trucks at Limerock and O'Reilly at Atlanta. So let's go ahead and get started with the truck race. And since we're on a road course, I tend to be the best at those types of tracks, and I will win the pole for today's race here at Limerock. The truck series takes the green flag as we are racing on the road here at Limerock. And I'll win the first stage. Had no brakes and went into the tire barriers. Well, that was a messy restart. I'll win the second stage. Debris from Chris White's truck puts us under yellow for the 5th time today. My truck was slow after I just rejoined the race. And while we were under yellow, Thomas Annunziata has caught fire in the one truck. So much for that young man getting his first career win today. Well, it's not like I was going to be able to win a race anyway. And after all the chaos and drama that has happened here today, I shall go on to check the checkered flag and win the Truck Series race at Limerock Park and in a long winless streak.
Yes! Let's go, Enfinger! Finally!
My prediction may have been wrong, but at least one of my favorite drivers won. Well, that was a great job by Grant Enfinger on finally being able to get a win after 2 years at Limerock Park after suffering through all the chaos and drama that has happened here today. And now, let us continue off the action with the O'Reilly Series race at Atlanta. And just like earlier during the spring, I will win the pole for the O'Reilly Series race here at Atlanta. The O'Reilly Series takes the green flag as we are back underway here at Atlanta for the second time this year in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. I also want to take a moment to wish Adam Alexander a happy birthday as he turns 53 today. Had some sort of mechanical failure. Spun out but made it to pit road. I'll win the first stage. And as the stage ended, I ended up spinning out. And in a thriller photo finish with my teammate Sammy Smith, I'll win the second stage. I also had some sort of mechanical failure. Tried to avoid Taylor Gray spinning and wrecking out, but I ended up getting involved instead. Had some help from the 96. Spun out near pit road entry. Got loose and slapped the outside wall. And then I get a flat tire and spin out. Well, so much for trying to get my second career win after I got my first career win earlier this year. 2 times in a row this year at this racetrack that I get screwed over a win. And this time I had help from the 7. And after a full night of chaos filled with multiple yellows and 4 red flags by some luck, I shall go on to take the checkered flag and win the Focus Health 250 here at Atlanta.
Alright.
Another win for Justin Argyle and another win for JOM. Great job.
Yes! Let's go! Let's go, Allgaier!
Well, my prediction was wrong, and I was hoping that Parker Westloff could win, but congrats to Argyle anyways. Well, that was a fantastic job by Justin Argyle on getting another win this season for himself and JU Motorsports. But yeesh, that was quite a lot to take in as we had 12 cautions and 4 red flags during that race. And now to continue off the action with the Cup Series race for the Quaker State 400 here at Atlanta. And Team Penske will be starting on the front row with me winning the pole and my teammate Joey Legato starting alongside. The Cup Series field heads back to Atlanta for the second time this year as we are underway for the Quaker State 400. And I'll win the first stage. Well, it looks like Mother Nature beat us to it before we could reach the halfway point, so we're going to be under a weather delay here and we'll have to wait and see what NASCAR decides to do.
3 hours later.
Well, the track has been dry and the weather has cleared up and the drivers have been called back to the car, so it looks like we're going back racing. And I'll sweep the stages. And towards the end I went spinning through the grass after I got contact from the 54. Made contact with the 71. And then I bounced off the wall and spun out. Just a stack up gone wrong. And then I got turned by the 11 causing a multi-car wreck. Well, not only will I sweep both stages during the race, but I shall go on to take the checkered flag and win the Quaker State 400 here at Atlanta. And I'll tell you what, after that 3-hour red flag because of weather and resuming the race late at night, it's past my bedtime. Back in victory lane for the second time this year. Good job, Blaney. Heck yeah, Ryan Blaney. Well, it may have been a long race, but Ryan Blaney ends up taking the checkered flag and wins the Quaker State 400 at Atlanta. Good job, Ryan. Well, with all that being said, we now head over to North Wilkesboro for the Trucks and Cup Series action next weekend. And it will be different for the Cup Series because the last few races ran at that track were for the All-Star race, but now we'll return to a points-paying race after almost 30 years. And meanwhile, the O'Reilly Series has an off weekend but will return to racing the weekend after at Indy. But for now, that will wrap up everything here from Atlanta. Thank you all for watching this race weekend recap and we'll see you next weekend at North Wilkesboro.